We begin with this morning's top story, the re-escalation of the war with Iran. Sources tell CBS News that the U.S. and Israel are ready to launch what may be the harshest bombing campaign to date against Iran. The potential targets include power plants, refineries, and other infrastructure in Iran's energy sector. We're told the president has yet to give the final go-ahead order for strikes. He's threatened for weeks to attack Iranian bridges and power plants if Iran could not reach a deal with the U.S. Olivia Rinaldi is in Bridgewater, New Jersey, near Bedminster, where the president is staying this weekend. Olivia, good morning.
Good morning, Kelly. This would certainly mark a dramatic escalation in the war and the return of Israeli forces to U.S. combat operations, all while the ceasefire remains stubbornly out of reach.
Well, we're going big. We've already gone big.
At Camp David on Friday, President Trump suggested Americans prepare for the war with Iran to continue until Iran is diminished.
They'll get a little stronger maybe now, but they'll get weaker, and then they peter out. They have no Navy, they have no Air Force, they have no anti-aircraft. Doesn't mean they don't have any capability. They have some, but very little.
And on the prospect of a deal coming together,
I'm losing faith in them because they do lie and they do misrepresent.
but the president gave a rare defense of Iran after federal investigators announced they are looking into whether Iran was behind a coordinated cyber attack to target water systems across Minnesota.
I would blame it on Minnesota and the governor, the corrupt governor of Minnesota. They like to say, oh, it was Iran. Iran should be so lucky. Iran's got bigger problems than worrying about Minnesota.
The FBI says at least 7 states were impacted by the cyber attacks. And officials say there's no indication that Minnesota drinking water quality was compromised. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz writing on X, Trump knows exactly who is responsible for this attack. This is what modern warfare looks like, and it further illustrates there's no plan to win a war with Iran. But there was one surprise diplomatic breakthrough this week. The White House says Hamas agreed to disarm in exchange for complete withdrawal of Israeli troops from Gaza.
Nobody thought that would be possible, to disarm Hamas.
A Hamas spokesperson told CBS News the disarmament would not happen before Israel withdraws. But Israel said Hamas must disarm first. Still, the president touting it as a win.
That shows you how much success we're having with Iran. Because if you go 4 months ago, 5 months ago, a deal like that would have been impossible.
Now, White House and Board of Peace officials say it could take months to implement that agreement between Hamas and Israel. And Adriana, we should note the war in Iran has now entered its 6th month.
An important note, Olivia. Thank you so much.